Let's understand difference between supply of goods and services as per GST. First, let's find out why is this classification necessary. Importation of service, whether or not for a consideration and whether or not in the course or furtherance of business, is taxable supply. Same is not case with goods. Composition scheme is not applicable to supply of services, it applies only to goods. Time of supply is different for goods and services. Rates may differ for goods and services, so proper classification is necessary to avoid future disputes. Place of supply provisions differ for supply of goods, and for supply of service. Goods means every kind of movable property other than money and securities, but includes actionable claim, growing crops, grass, and things attached to or forming part of the land which are agreed to be severed before supply or under a contract of supply. Services means anything other than goods. Explanation 1. Services include transactions in money, but does not include money and securities. Explanation 2. Services does not include transaction in money other than an activity relating to the use of money or its conversion by cash or by any other mode, from one form, currency, or denomination, to another form, currency, or denomination for which a separate consideration is charged. Matters to be treated as supply of goods. Transfer of title in goods. Transfer of future goods, that is, property therein will pass at future date. Transfer or disposal of business assets with or without consideration. Sale of business assets by any other person to recover debt. Goods forming part of business assets on ceasing to be a taxable person. Supply of goods by an unincorporated association to its members. Transfer of right to use goods. Lease, tenancy, easement, license to occupy land. Lease or letting out of building. Job work on others' goods. Personal use of business assets. Renting of immovable property. Construction of a complex, building, civil structure. Temporary transfer or permitting the use or enjoyment of any intellectual property right. Development, design, programming, customization, adaptation, upgradation, enhancement, implementation of information technology software. Agreeing to the obligation to refrain from an act, or to tolerate an act or a situation, or to do an act. Works contract including transfer of property in goods. Supply, by way of or as part of any service or in any other manner whatsoever, of goods, being food or any other article for human consumption or any drink other than alcoholic liquor for human consumption.